One's a fire-breathing track weapon, and the other a modern M car with big shoes to fill. But after owning both, I've got to ask, can the M2 keep up with the GT3 RS in terms of fun? I've had the M2 for nearly 2 years, and well, the GT3 RS I've had for around 4 years, and it's been a dream car of mine. And what surprised me is how these two cars overlap in terms of pure driving joy. So this isn't about pure lap times or anything like that. If you were to compare that, the GT3 RS is going to win hands down. This is about the feel, the emotions, and what it's like to live with, to drive it, and own it. The M2 feels heavy, sure, but it's confident. The S58 engine pulls hard, the rear end is playful, and the manual gives it that analog engagement. It's a car that you can hustle without really getting scared. Then you step into the GT3 RS. It's a completely different beast. The chassis is razor sharp, the steering is alive, and the NA engine wants to be screamed. It's less forgiving, but it's way more connected. You feel more as one with this car than you do with the M2. But does it give you as equal amounts of fun? The M2 is far more livable. You can daily it, you can take it on long road trips, and with the back seats, you can take the entire family with you as well. And if you really wanted to, you could throw it into a corner and it will give you just as much fun. With the GT3 RS, you can drive it on street. It's actually a very compliant car. To some extent, it's a bit more comfortable than the M2 on those lowering springs. It's loud, it's stiff, it's raw, and you're aware of every single bump on the road. But this car eats up all those bumps like it was nothing. And I think that's part of the whole magic of this car. Both these cars, in terms of ownership, has been super amazing. Insurance is fairly affordable, especially when you keep these two cars as a weekend only or a low mileage car. Obviously, when you daily one of these, insurances be higher as well. And then in terms of maintenance, it hasn't been a whole lot of work. It's super reliable for the 2 years of ownership and the 4 years of ownership. I've taken this car in for regular oil changes and that's it. Same thing with this, a yearly oil change and that's about it. When this hits like the 4-year or 5-year mark, there's some big work that we have to do in terms of maintenance, drive belt, cabin filters, big things that I think we'll have to do. But typically spark plugs, oil change, brake fluid, you're good to go. In terms of tire wear, with the amount that I'm driving, I don't really notice a whole lot, and these tires have been lasting quite a bit. Obviously, I've got new set of wheels and tires on the GT3 RS because we've got the white wheels on, and even the stock ones that the car came with 4 years ago, I'm still on them. And driving track days and things like that, the tires have held up all right. Again, it's because of the way I drive it. I'm not driving it like a race car driver. I'm not even at the limits of any of these cars. My limits hit before the limits of these cars hit. So the tires hold well for the average driver. But here's the thing. I smile in both cars, but for totally different reasons. The M2 is my fun companion, approachable, rowdy, and perfect for content. The GT3 RS feels like I'm driving a machine that's way better than me, and I will not hit the limits of the car. I'll hit my limits before the car's limits are hit. And it challenges me every single time. Both great cars that gives me totally different driving experiences. Honestly though, lately I've been finding myself reaching for the keys of the M2 over the GT3 RS, mainly because it's easy fun. I can take my family with me, and there's no guilt associated with it. It's easy fun and less intense. When I want that intensity, then I hop into the GT3 RS. Gotta leave my family behind, and I'm enjoying the roads by myself. These two cars are in no way in competition for performance. They're totally different cars for totally different purposes. And they're just two different ways of enjoying the act of driving. If you're choosing between something like an M2 or a GT3 RS or looking to upgrade, just remember it's not about just the specs. It's about how the car makes you feel. Let me know in the comments, what do you all think? Are you team raw and race ready? Or are you team modern and more usable? Let me know in the comments below. Like this video if it helped you see these cars differently for what they are. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel as well, and stay tuned for more content. Let me know in the comments what sort of content you would like to see as well, specifically around the ownership of these two cars. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.